Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Before I go on, all glory goes to the Most High Creator forever ever. Now, I will try to make a second video to add it to the ABC of Destroying Nephilim Society. By now, by surfing our videos, you should know where you live at, where you're living, in a Nephilim society, that everything has been hijacked, that we've been invaded a while ago by them. It's actually like in the movies, Men in Black and so on. They're telling you the stories and stuff. And I'm gonna try to give you some tools, drops to make you see their beast system a little bit better, especially for the real ones that are seeking. This is as well for the hybrids and the Nephilim. The only way out is to keep the instructions of the Most High, the real ones. And if you don't know what it is about, you can check the first video, ABC of Destroying Nephilim Theology, Philosophy, and Society. And let's get rolling and do this by a little bit of freestyle. Now, what I'm going to do is, let's start with, the internet, for example. Did you know that there is net a deity? So let's go to Nef. So Nef or Nef, net is the same thing. So it says, she is a terrifying one. Also spelled neat, net, or Nate. You should definitely read this article. Was an early ancient Egyptian deity. She was said to be the first and the prime creator. This goes back to Sophia creating Yalbadot Saba of Yahweh, the angel that claims that he is God, this being, and so on. Now, she was the goddess of the cosmos, fate, wisdom, water, rivers, mothers, childbirth, hunting, weaving, and war. Sounds like Lilith as well. So let's go a little bit further. Let me see. It's in attributes. Now, an analysis of her attributes shows that Nef was a goddess with many roles. Opener of the ways, which may have referred not only as to her leadership in hunting and war, so hunting and war, Diana, but also as a psychopomp in cosmic and underworld pathways, escorting souls, like Anubis. Reference to Nef as the opener of paths, priestess of Nef who opens all the pathways. Now, check this out. El Said asserts his belief that Nef should be seen as a parallel to Web Wa Wet. It's like World Wide Web. WWW, the ancient jackal god, a cynocephalus of Upper Egypt. This is real shit. They're telling us what it's all about and what they're doing. So you have seen Web Wawet, it goes along with World Wide Web and a deity called Net. Now, let's get onto this a little bit deeper. So if a WWW is actually a 666 in Gematria, how does this come? So you check the monster logo, which is a 666. Why? I'll let you know right away. Let's go to images. Now you see this so-called M. It could refer to Mason, 33, and so on as well, but you have three hooks. These hooks, are in Hebrew the letter V, Vav, which has the value of 6. So you actually get a 666 on the monster logo, which goes directly in geometry to the WWW. Because, come on, WWW equals 666 as well, since Vav 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 is 666. Come on, you're not going anywhere. You see it? So this is only a drop, so you can hijack, slice and dice the Nephilim Matrix, Yahweh's beast system, and so on. So let's go and show you some more stuff. We will go to the translator and let's play around a little bit. So let's start with English. English, Jesus, okay. Latin, Jesus.
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 Okay, let's go to Greek.
Jesus.
Isus.
Okay, let's switch Greek.
Isus.
Jesus. Jesus.
Now let's put Latin on.
Jesus. Jesus.
Let's switch. Now you see the interesting thing. Now Jesus from Latin
Jesus.
becomes,
I.e. pig.
okay.
Jesus.
I.e. pig.
So Jesus means I pig. Let's put it in Greek. So you have,
Jesus.
Δηλαδή χείρος.
okay, now let's switch this again.
Δηλαδή χείρος.
Quod est sus.
Quod est asus means you are a pig. Now let's put it here in English.
Delayed choros.
De la decoiros.
Okay, I just got lost. Let's switch back. No, you see, when you play around with these words, let's start again. Jesus.
Jesus.
In Latin,
Jesus.
okay. We switch Latin
Jesus.
and go here and switch from English to Greek.
Isus.
Okay, now let's see what Isus in Greek means in Latin.
Isus.
Jesus.
Okay, let's switch back. Now it changed. Now Latin Jesus
Jesus.
means
Δηλαδή χείρος.
diladi hieros. Now let's switch Greek. Diladi hieros.
Δηλαδή χείρος.
Quod est
It
sus.
changed again. Now let's put here translation in English.
Δηλαδή χείρος.
It tells you.
That is a pig. That is a pig.
Crazy, right? Now you're actually worshipping a pig, a Nephilim tranny with pampers on the cross, which is a cube that is a pig. Beautiful. I hope some people wake up after these things, I'll show you something else again. You can do this. You should do this by yourself. We do this live. Now let's copy paste this. You see saint. Saint, saint, saint. When you say saint, check it out.
Saint, Satan, 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 Satan.
You get Satan. Now you know that saints are Satan. It's crazy. Let me do something else. Now you see when you say the Lord.
The Lord. The Lord.
Okay, let's change from the Lord to the Lord.
To the Lord.
It's the same.
To the Lord. To the Lord.
So you're worshiping the Lord.
To the Lord. To the Lord.
Okay?
To the Lord.
Another thing is, all of us have heard of this beast called George Soros. We're just freestyling, in their matrix. No, it's not Doros, it's Soros. Now you see, this Nephilim beast, you see that this is a 20 Nephilim beast, was actually the owner of Greenpeace. So Greenpeace is actually a Nephilim company, bullshitting us around. Now George Soros, okay, Soros, let's go to translator. We want English. Come on. translator. English, come on. Good. Now we write Soros.
Soros. Soros. Soros.
Okay, and these beasts claim to serve the source. Okay?
Source. Source.
Now you see there is no difference
Source.
between the source and Soros.
The source. The source.
Okay, the source Soros. Now check this out. If you put in Soros,
Thesaurus. Thesaurus.
there is no
Thesaurus. Thesaurus.
no difference. What does Soros mean? Forming genus names of reptiles, especially extinct ones, Soros. So they're serving the lizard. They're telling us, it's crazy. A certain genre of reptiles, reptile in Merriam-Webster. It's crazy, right? So George the reptile, George Soros, and these newbies, spiritual freaks that speak of ascension and so on, Christ conscience, they serve the source, the Soros, the lizard. This is crazy, but it's there. Another interesting, funny thing is, let's go back to translator. If you go to United Nations,
United Nations.
okay, but UN as prefix in Latin means no. So this would mean actually non-United Nations or separate nations.
United Nations.
And since an means no, okay, you can read this like this. United Nations.
Unknitted Nations. Unknitted Nations.
There are no knights, Okay, wrong, sorry.
United Nations. United Nations.
Which could actually mean United Nephilim. This is awesome. It's crazy actually, but they're telling us. And when we came back, going back to Lord, or the lowered, has the same meaning. Now, what does Lord mean? Lord meaning, let's go in Sumerian, right? Or so on. Now, with some Sumerian deity names as Enlil, there are variations like Elil, En means Lord, and E means temple. So Lord, you find the word in the Sumerian deities as well. But let's see what Baal means. So Baal, properly Baal, was a title and honorific meaning owner, Lord, in the Northwest Semitic language. So, Lord means owner. So Baal is Lord, is owner. Baal and Lord are the same thing. So when you call, when they call the Most High the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, and so on, you're actually making soul ties with the Lord, like with Jesus, with the pig, all Nephilim crap. This is easy to filter out once you keep the instructions, and if you don't keep Genesis 1:29, not eating animals, you're not even in the game, as Paul Davis says. And a big shout out to Paul Davis and Edgar Mendes, my brothers. I love you. And let me see if I can put something else in this. Now, okay, when I wrote down saint, Santa, 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 you have cynocephalus. Okay, you see these dog-headed beings, and you have saints amongst them. The most famous are Saint Andrew and Saint Christopher. The characteristic of cynocephaly, having the head of a dog or jackal, is a widely attested mythical phenomenon existing in many different forms and contexts. And the most famous one are Saint Andrew and Saint Christopher, Christ of Ophir. So that God backwards dog. So you're serving Yah, which means defiance, or Yahweh, the God dog. It's the Nephilim god, fallen angel, deity, a demon, whatever you want to call it. You see, it's how many there are. There's stories of them being in tribes of 100,000 and so on. And with Sword of David's channel, you have some cynocephalosis as well exposed. In the Bruce Lee video, he's a cynocephalus. You will see it. So they're around us, these tribes, these 12 or more tribes of Nephilim, of Isis, Ra, Elohim, and they're telling us their stories. So, and, skin color is hijack, because there is no natural barrier between various shades of skin. You can marry and have children, black, white, yellow, green, whatever. There isn't barrier in the blood, and the barrier is between the Rh positives and the Rh negatives. So you have 85% of Rh positives and 15% of Rh negatives, which seems like a remnant, And we know we live in a Nephilim society, so it's actually that the Rh positives are hybrids, and descending from the fallen and so on. I'm not telling all are evil, but that's, science, that's the deal. It's in the blood, the barrier is in the blood. And these devils invented, the Rogam shot in order that they can have children with Rh negatives. Now, what is a Rogam shot? An injection made up of antibodies called immunoglobulin that help protect the fetus from its mother's antibodies. Why is that? If an Rh negative woman gets impregnated by an Rh positive man, if the fetus is Rh positive in her body, her blood cells are going to kill that baby because it's a foreign body. It doesn't have her blood group. There is a barrier in the blood, electromagnetic barrier. These two bloods don't mix in the same cup. They get separated by vibration. No mixing. This is no hate. This is just truth. No mixing, my people. No mixing. What's up with Rhesus? Rhesus factor, Rhea Zeus. Rhea is the mother of all gods. You have Net. Rhea, mom of gods, mother of Zeus. You see, family Rhea to be one of the titans. Of which her son became the leader, the mother of Zeus. So when you sell Rhesus, I already showed you the word plays, Rhea Zeus is the same as Rhesus. Okay, so if you are positive to Rhea and Zeus, which means that you are connected with them, that you descend from them. And if you are negative, you are not positive to Rhea and Zeus, which means you are an OG. They're desperately trying to tell us that these Rh negatives are aliens, reptilians and so on. I've already broken down to you that reptilians don't exist. They do, but there are different tribes of creatures, So, you see, that's the separation, not the skin color. And that's a vibrational separation, And how can you rise a little bit your vibration? You have to keep the instructions of the Most High. Stop eating meat first. And then, I've already shown you, and Paul has, and Edgar, they're telling you, the closest what we get to the Most High's instructions. Okay, I think for today, I will show you a few images before I stop these drops, because I think you will find it interesting and will add to what we said so far. Always the fair use, YouTube, Nephilim platform, don't kill this video. This is an image, you see, of this being having a face in his torso, and it looks like an aboriginal. This is a shot from somewhere from the 18th century. It's difficult to find it, but it's there. And you find them in maps as well. I mean, let this sink in. Watch this picture, image, medieval times, and observe this for a while. And I've already shown you, along with Sword of David, these Nephilim exposures. So they have technology to keep themselves hidden amongst us. So you would really want to know if this is a woman like that, and you don't want to have a child with it if you're an OG. I have nothing against them. It's actually interesting to have these beings around us. But they have to keep the instructions. That's clear. Here, another shot, I have so many. Maybe I'll make another video with some random stuff to put some things together for you. These are all Nephilim beings, These people didn't get drugs and raw stuff like in their trips. This is real. Dragons and so on. I've already shown you the fossils, on Google Earth and so on. So that's nothing new. Now, going back to the words, anagrams, is one other way of their geometry, where they have built their matrix, because languages are constructs. They've changed the meanings of words in the last 200 years by changing the dictionaries as well. So they shortened our vocabularies, and we are understanding, overstanding, and understanding much less. So this is anagram, which is similar to gematria. Gematria is a mathematical science, since every word has a number, and every number has a vibration. So A would be 1, B would be 2, and so on. And these people, these creatures, have created their matrix, and it has geometries, because they have to know what they've written. So let's go with some anagrams. Listen would be actually mean silent. Crazy, right? Universal Studios, industrious slave. The Morse code, here come dots. Crazy, right? The eyes, they see. Career politicians, no special criteria. New York Times, monkeys right. It's always present, they're telling us. A McDonald's burger, real dog and crumbs. McDonald's and HAK293 and fetuses, cannibalism and so on, they're telling us. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a famous German waltz god. Right, Crazy. They're telling us. Debit card, bad credit. Awesome. 11 plus 2, 12 plus 1. Crazy, right? Clint Eastwood, Old West action. Public relations, crap built on lies. Boom, there you have it. Now, this is another drop, in the scriptures, in the Bible, Babel, on holy, whole lie, the Lord is a man of war. So they're telling you the Lord is a man of war. How can the Most High be a man? Jehovah is a man of war. The Lord is a warrior. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is a warrior. See, this is bullshit. You can read this angel crap out once you really, ask the Most High to guide you and you tap into the instructions. This is a medieval image, about androgynous being. You see, this dude has a white vagina, and you have these priests, being androgynous beings, so nothing new under the sun. This is a castle. Now, this is an interesting image, because in terms of energy, star forts and so on, you see these castles had electricity, and this is the so-called Atlantis, Egypt, the Old Testament, which is fresh, all these things happened in the medieval times. So this millennial reign is already behind us, and they changed the calendar and added 300, 1,000, and 2,000. So in three occasions, they added at least more than 3,000 years to our history. Here it says I556, okay, or I666 actually. So this is not an 1, this is an I. And they added in the 17th century the number 1 to it to cover up, all this history that we have. And you can check out this drop with Anatoly Fomenko. He's going into detail with that. So these castles, had electromagnetic connections with the ether and so on. And this goes back to cymatic science and so on. But here you see some minotaurs playing with some rods that spit out electricity. So, the Nephilims, you see, were there and not hiding. You see, and they're playing in front of a castle. In the year 1666, it would be actually in the 16th century, because they added 1,000 years. So you see, electricity is not new. These buildings are made out of technology that we cannot do and copy. We can only destroy and hide where it comes from. And you have Nephilim around, playing with tools and stuff, and so on. This is one of my channels that, 2 years ago, last year, I think, they killed the second channel I had. So I'm not new around here. This is an interesting map. This is what I wanted to show you, because they flipped everything. You see, when you zoom into this map, you will see that you cannot read actually what it says, because it's upside down. So you have to flip the map. And they added the one on the maps as well. So let me see if I can flip it like this. And where is rotation? Good, save. Now if you zoom in, you will be able to read out the letters, you see, because otherwise they were upside down. So north is south, south is north, and so on, and this is crazy. So, I did give you some drop about it. Oh, there is something more. Okay, let's see what this is. Nope. Oh, going back to Lord. Lord, this is from a book called Oaxpe, 18 and something. The Lord is a God of the earth, or part of the earth, next lower in rank than God of heaven and earth. Okay? And then you have Lord God, an angel that fulfills both offices. You see, these are beings. This is not the Most High. And this is a book, from 200 years ago, where, words had different meanings than today. There is this thing that I wanted to show you as well, is, let me find Christians. You see, Christians or Christians. Let's go. A brotherhood of warriors. They were named Christians in derision by the Hebrew beer, one who rushes into a multitude of rioters and with a sword enforces peace is a Christian, is a true Christian, So they're telling us that it's crazy. It's crazy here, Christians. What is here? Okay, you have Yeshua. I bet you never heard this before. A heavenly kingdom. So not Jesus, not a man or something, but some kind of a kingdom probably. And you call on something, and Jesus, Yeshua, Hamashiach, it's all the same pig, God, Nephilim, demon, devil, whatever, idol. So, I think this is enough for today. That's the book, the words of Yahweh and his angel ambassadors, because they have to make us think that angels are intermediaries between us and the Most High, which is crap. There is a rebellion. These angels are envious or jealous of the true ones. We ask the Most High directly. I have no problems with angels around and Nephilim existing, since angels could actually be the Nephilim, because in the book, they shapeshift. Angels shapeshift, these beings that we are exposing to shapeshift and present themselves as human. So angel or Nephilim could be the same thing, the same term. And Yahweh is their Lord, they are their angel ambassadors, and so on. So, but still there is drop in this book, because you know that Christians are people running into war with swords and so on, This is crazy. Much love to everyone. I hope that these drops will be useful to you. All praise and glory goes to the Most High forever, ever. Be blessed, my brothers and sisters. Be blessed.